What's going on, everyone? Today we are taking a look at the Mova Z60 Ultra Roller Complete Robot Vacuum and Mop. I've tested a lot of robot vacuums, and this is definitely one of the best performing robots out there. This has a ton of different features, and best of all, these aren't just random gimmicks, but features that actually help the robot clean even better. So if you happen to be shopping for a robot vacuum, stick around and I'll be going over everything that makes this one of the best ones in this price range. All right, so taking a look inside the box, they do not call this robot complete for no reason. As you can see, this comes with a ton of different accessories, and this is a lot more than I've seen come with any other robot vacuum. So right over here, you have two cleaning solutions. One is a specialized cleaner for cleaning pet messes and getting rid of pet odors. And then you have a general multi-surface cleaner. And as you can see, this is a very large bottle. Typically with robot vacuums, you get something very small that looks almost like a sample size, but you can see this one is pretty big, so it's gonna last you quite a long time, as this is a concentrated cleaner. Right over here, you have 3 extra dust bags in addition to the one already inside the vacuum, so that's 4 bags in total. You have a roller already installed on the robot as well, but you also get 3 extra rollers right here, so that's a total of 4 rollers. In my experience, these don't wear out very quickly, so these should also last you a very long time. Right over here, you have 3 extra filters, and there's already 1 inside the vacuum, so that's 4. Over here, you have 2 extra brushes, and then over here, you even have an extra roller set in addition to the one already inside the vacuum. These last even longer, so you might not even need this, but very, very cool that they include that with the robot. Again, definitely a very big kit. And as you can see here, the robot also includes a 3-year warranty. So taking a look at the robot itself, this is definitely a very sleek and modern looking unit. As you can see, you have this semi-gloss finish on top with this very small, interesting texture as well. Gives it a very unique look. And this is a very slim unit at only 3.7 inches, so it can easily clean under furniture and other tight spaces. And right up here, you also have a retractable sensor, which I'll go over later in the video. Taking a look at the docking station, this is also very nice looking as well. Of any robot vacuum I've used, this is the nicest looking setup I've experienced so far. This is just a very nice glossy finish. It's a bit difficult to capture on camera, but this has a very deep metallic finish that's very similar to a car paint job. Again, just a very, very nice and luxurious looking unit. So coming up top, you have your separate clean and dirty water tanks. As you can see, very easy to insert and remove. And then coming to the front, this front panel pops off, and right behind this, you have your dual solution system. As I said earlier, you have 2 different cleaning solutions, one for general cleaning and one for your pet cleaning solution. And in the app, you can select which one of these you want the vacuum to use. And as I said earlier, these are both included with the robot vacuum, which is not something you see often, as a lot of these robots do charge a separate price to get their specialized cleaners. And then right over here, you have your 3.2 liter auto empty dust bag, and this holds up to 100 days of debris. So even if you use this every single day, that's over 3 months before you need to switch the bag. Besides the basics I just went over, the station also has a ton of different features, which I'll be going over later in the video. When it comes to vacuuming, this is definitely one of the best performers on the market. Most robot vacuums have a suction power of 6,000 to 10,000 PA on average, but this one has an industry-leading 28,000 PA. So thanks to this higher suction power, this is going to be able to power through larger messes, no problem at all. Moving over to mopping, this has their Hydro Force mopping system, which continuously cleans the roller in real time. So instead of spreading dirt from one area to another, this makes sure you always have a fresh and clean mop. How this works is the robot has 12 nozzles inside which deliver fresh water to the mop while it's cleaning. And as the mop rolls, it scrubs and pulls all the dirt into the vacuum rather than spreading it around like a traditional mop. Again, definitely one of the best features on this robot that really separates it from everything else out there. The roller also applies 3.7 pounds of downward pressure, so besides regular cleaning, it can actually scrub and remove more stubborn stains as well. If all of that wasn't enough, this also has an industry first auto fluffing roller. and this improves cleaning efficiency by 30% by making sure the roller is always fluffy and getting the best contact with your floors. Another great feature this robot has is called Maxi Reach, which is a dynamic edge cleaning technology. As you can see here, both the mop roller and side brush can mechanically move and extend outward. Compared to any other vacuum on the market, this is going to give you much better cleaning coverage along walls, corners, and other tight spaces as well. Flipping the vacuum over, you have a very unique vacuuming setup, and this is their Turbo Wave Dual Brush. This is a dual brush system that has a ton of different benefits compared to a regular robot vacuum. So you have two brushes here, and they both spin in opposite directions. So this way, anything that's missed by the first brush is actually swept and picked up by the second one. As you can see, you have two different brushes here. One is all rubber, which does a great job at lifting larger debris. And then you have another one with bristles on it, and this one is better at pulling dust from floor gaps. So with both brushes combined, you get the best of both worlds with a much better cleaning performance. And last but not least, these are anti-tangle brushes. So unlike other vacuums that constantly get clogged up with hairs, this one will automatically keep everything nice and clean and also save you time by not having to manually remove hairs as well. Up next, this has their Obstacle Crossing Stepmaster 2.0 system. So under the robot, this has mechanical climbing levers that automatically activate when an obstacle is detected. And these allow you to cross up to 3.5 inches, which includes sills, rugs, thresholds, and more. Definitely a very cool feature that lets this vacuum enter and clean areas where other vacuums would simply get stuck. Besides that, this also has the Lift Pro chassis. So when a medium to long pile carpet is detected, the robot will actually lift itself to get a higher clearance and maintain its strong suction power. Another feature I really like is their FlexiScope navigation. Like most other robots, you have sensors on top that help the vacuum navigate and perform obstacle avoidance. But on this one, the sensors can actually retract and go inside the robot. This gives the vacuum a lower clearance to clean under furniture and other hard to reach areas. And then once it's back out in the open, that's when the sensors will come back up to give you the best navigation possible. Some vacuums don't have the bump on top, and that sacrifices performance. But with FlexiScope, you get the best of both worlds, allowing you to have a low clearance while maintaining great navigation as well. Last but not least, this also has Auto Shield technology, which automatically detects carpets and activates a dual protection mode. I don't have a carpet to display this, but once the robot detects a carpet, the mop will lift 14 millimeters while a baffle extends underneath to cover the mop and make sure your carpets are always dry. Definitely a very cool feature that takes carpet protection further than any other robot vacuum. So taking a look at the base station, this has a ton of different features to make owning this robot a lot easier and maintenance free. First off, this cleans the roller with hot water and dries it with hot air as well. So this keeps the roller clean, but also prevents odors and bacteria by making sure it's properly dried. It even dries inside the dust bag and box to make sure that stays odor-free as well. Definitely a very useful feature that I have not seen on any other robot vacuum. Next, it also has auto empty for dirty water and debris. It has auto dispensing detergent. And last but not least, it also takes things a step further than most other robots by having UV sterilization on the washboard to remove up to 99.99% of bacteria. All in all, definitely a great docking station that makes owning this robot a very easy and hands-free experience. Overall, this is definitely one of the best robot vacuums on the market. It's packed with a ton of features, and most importantly, it all works and performs very good as well. All in all, if you happen to be shopping for a robot vacuum, I would highly recommend this one here, which again is the Mova Z60 Ultra Roller Complete. If you would like to purchase or get more information, I'll also have the link in the description as well. All right, well, that about wraps up this video. As usual, if you have any questions at all, feel free to drop me a comment and let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.